Like a good scare, want to help a great cause? You might want to go to the Lincoln Trail of Terror at Lincoln State Park. Hello and welcome to WJTS-Inform. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Joining me in the studio is Dan Wilkinson, and Dan is the president of the Friends of Lincoln that puts on the Trail of Terror. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, before we start about the Trail of Terror, which in a way kind of defines itself, and we'll talk about dates and costs and things like that, but let's find out about this group called the Friends of Lincoln. What is that group?
The Friends of Lincoln State Park, we've been around since, I think, 2006.
Okay.
And so basically, our mission is to support Lincoln State Park through activities and events, and we try to raise money for different projects and things to support the park.
Okay, now, so this is a volunteer, nonprofit group of
Right.
just good people getting together and doing it.
Right, people
Okay.
who just love Lincoln State Park and want to help support it.
Well, I almost hate to ask this question, but I'm going to. Why is there a need for this group to exist and to do some things in the park? Doesn't the state park have funds to do that?
Right, and you might think so, and they do have funds, but as everybody knows, government budgets are getting tighter and tighter, and in those situations, things like parks sometimes will end up being a little bit lower priority than some other more important things, and so this is a way to kind of supplement what the state and the park does, and maybe kind of support some little projects that maybe might be on the back burner that couldn't be done, but with a little extra money or help from the outside that can go ahead and do.
Because Indiana has a great state park system.
They do.
And is Friends of Lincoln State Park about the only kind of organization that exists like that, or will you find that at Turkey Run and?
Yeah, you will find that at a lot of state parks,
Okay.
and it's really become more frequent over the past few years. Now, we were one of the earlier ones, but yeah, a lot of state parks now you'll find similar groups.
Okay, now for the Friends of Lincoln State Park, what is your big project upcoming? Or you just kind of not sure yet?
Well, our projects for this year, we received some grant funds also, so we've commissioned a mural that's going to be painted in the Nature Center for an owl exhibit.
Okay.
And we've done a lot of projects in the Nature Center. There's a new Nature Center there that opened a few years ago, and so we've done a lot to help pay for some of the exhibits and things that are in the Nature Center.
The Nature Center is located at the far end of the dam. What I would call the far end. Is that the south?
Right. It's kind of behind the dam of the lake. The group camping area, if you're familiar with that, it's in the lower level of the big dining hall at the group camp.
Okay. Now, you've got this big event coming up. Oh, first of
Right.
all, how can somebody join Friends of Lincoln State Park?
Okay.
And what does it cost?
To become a member, it's just a matter of paying some membership dues, which helps support our projects. The entry level is $25, and you can do that through our website, which is lspfriends.org. And you'll find all kinds of information about what we do and also just about the park in general.
Okay.
And you can do that online, pay online, or you can send us a check. And then we do meet monthly on the third Tuesday of the month at the Nature Center, and people are always welcome to come to our meetings and see what we're all about.
But you can join because the money is to helps you out and not show up at any meetings. If somebody wants to help in that
right,
way.
right, and you can volunteer. We always have volunteer opportunities. This time of year, we also have daytime activities of pumpkin painting and crafts and hay rides, and you can help volunteer with those events and activities and things like that.
Okay, now one of the things you can volunteer and help with is the Trail of Terror.
Trail of Terror.
So now let's kind of shift our gears toward the Trail of Terror. What is the Trail of Terror?
Well, we've been doing this for several years now, and so at the amphitheater in the state park, kind of through the woods and some of the buildings and behind the theater, we have a haunted trail that hopefully is a little bit scary.
Okay, so this trail starts at the Lincoln Amphitheatre?
Correct.
Will you pay a gate fee to come in?
Yes, the gate fee, it's per vehicle, so I guess cram as many people into the car
as
as you can.
possible, okay.
But $5 per car, or $7 if you're from out of state.
Okay.
And then it's the tickets are $8 if you're 13 or older, and $5 for kids 12 and under.
Okay, and all of the money that you raise off of the Trail of Terror will go to do the good things in the park that you want to do. projects.
Right. Yeah. The net proceeds after what little expenses we have will go to the Friends of Lincoln State Park.
Okay, now let's talk about the Trail of Terror itself. How long does it take to go through that trail?
Probably, I'd say about maybe 10 minutes to get through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You going to get scared or?
Well, I believe so. If history is any indication, yeah, people will be scared.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
but what if you're one of those people that doesn't like scary things, but you want to go through the Trail of Terror? Just
Right. We have especially taken care of the faint of heart. So there's actually two trails. There's the scary trail and there's the no scare trail. So if you like, and you can go through both, your ticket price gets you into both.
Okay.
So you can take the no scare tour. So there won't be people jumping out at you with chainsaws or anything like that, and just kind of enjoy the stroll and the sights.
the nighttime stroll.
Yeah. So there'll be little scenes and things to see. It just won't be, actors jumping out at you. Or
It's
anything.
scaring you. Okay, now let's
Right.
talk about the scary part. What are some of the, I don't know if the displays is the right area, and I can't say rooms because there's not rooms. What are some of the terrors that there are on the trail?
Well, without giving away too much.
Yeah, that's right.
But there might be some clowns, which people find very scary. I was watching this American Horror Story show this week that had a scary, creepy clown, so there might be something like that along the trail.
Okay.
And the theme, there's a kind of a carnival theme in one area. There's some themes with like fairy tales and things like that. So just different scenes like that.
Okay, so it sounds like a great time. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, everybody always has a lot of fun.
And you don't need any reservations. You can just show up.
No, in fact, now you can buy tickets online ahead of time through the website, which is LincolnHauntedTrail.com. If people want to check that out, it has all the information about where and when. If they want to be reminded of that. But most people just walk up and buy their tickets that night. It'll be at the box office there at the amphitheater.
Okay. Now, if someone's going, I guess you just kind of dress for outside weather. Is what you need to know. I mean, it's going to be probably chilly on the nights that you do it.
Right. Yeah. The basic rules are you can't be in a mask or a costume, or we're not supposed to have flashlights or things like that.
Okay.
So just kind of dress warmly if it's chilly, and yeah.
Okay. Now, this is going to happen. What nights will the Lincoln Trail of Terror occur?
Every Saturday for the rest of October. So October 11th, 18th, and 25th will be the dates. Goes from 7:30 until 10 Central Time, slow time.
Okay. Okay.
That's the scare trail. The no scare will actually open an hour earlier at 6:30. So
Generally, that's for kids or people like me.
yeah, kids, but not. It doesn't have to be kids. Yeah,
Okay.
if you're just an adult, faint of heart, don't want to be too scared, then it might be good for you too. So
All right.
there's some neat things out there to see.
Is there anything you'd like to add?
Just hope that everybody will come and check it out, and like I said, it's for a good cause. Will help the park and be a good time.
All right, the next, every Saturday in October, the 11th, the 18th, the 25th, there is the Lincoln Trail of Terror in the Lincoln State Park. Goes through the Lincoln Amphitheatre, starts there and kind of goes into the park and ends up there too as well, right?
Right.
Okay. And our guest has been Dan Wilkinson. He's the president of the Friends of Lincoln State Park, which is an organization you may want to join to help the Lincoln State Park. Thank you, Dan, for being on the show. Thank you for watching WJTS Inform. We are local people watching local people.